I wanted to invite Dom, who is GWAK. If you've seen the posters, it's in association with GWAK, and he will explain what GWAK is, because if I try and do it, I won't do it justice. So, Dom. Hello. You're alright? I don't normally do this sort of thing, so this is the first sort of thing for me. Yeah. Hello everybody and welcome to the Rushmoor Arts Hub in association with GWAK meetup and talk and things. And GWAK is a sort of conversation between artists, and it's a big collaboration, and it's a community, and it's all these lovely things that artists need. And what artists need is collaboration, not competition. Artists need a place that they can meet up, a place that they can socialise and collaborate with other artists and be inspired and be motivated, and they need somewhere which makes them feel comfortable. So about a year and a half ago, me and the guy who's taking the photos down there, Seamus, we decided that it would probably be a good idea to start this sort of thing, and he's helped out a lot with it. He takes all my photos, and I'm a bit of a diva. Could you do another one? Go on. He's excellent. I love him muchly. But from there it grew, and we got Tony from the Philippines who helped us, and we got Joma from the Philippines, and we got people in America, and we got people from Algeria and France, and all of a sudden it became this international art community. And the other week we hit 100 members, and we got loads of site views, and we got loads of social media views, and all of a sudden it's boosted, and we're showing the world our artists, and we want to show people more artists, and we want more people to join, and we want to hug everyone into this big group of people, and we want to make it more inclusive and all of that. So if you're interested in joining, if you have any interest in the arts, if you have any interest in anything whatsoever creative, and you want to create things, or you need to create things, then by all means speak to me at the end, join, I'll send you a link, whatever, all that stuff. And more importantly, GWAK is all about making a sustainable future for artists, because art in this climate is not a viable option for a career route, I don't feel. You can't just say to a careers advisor, I want to be an artist. You can't go to the career advice place, whatever it's called, and say, I want to be an artist. You have to do that on your own, and we're here to help. We want to make it easier for people to do what they love. That was my bit. That was really fun. I'm now going to introduce David Clifford from the Rushmoor Borough Council to do his little bit and talk. And thank you guys for listening. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for that introduction. It's a real pleasure to be here. I didn't expect to say anything tonight, and Barney said, look, do you want to get up and say a few words? Probably because we put a few bob into the place. And I want you to know that we at Rushmoor really value places like this. We really value the arts. This is a creative, friendly place. I think local government can be really boring sometimes, but we really care about the arts and people expressing themselves. We think that's really important. So we really value the facility that we've got here. And somewhere around, I also saw Adrian Creek, who's in our communications team. And one of the things that we're not very good at, and often artists are not very good at, if you will forgive me, is sharing what you've got. I always find that you're really quiet and modest, and I've been looking at some of the stuff outside, and I often come in here and say, wow, that is fantastic. Yeah, it's all right. And you really undervalue yourselves. And I do hope that if you've got a group that are doing something, and there's some of you out there, like Dom, that's put together this thing, bringing artists together. If there's someone out there that is getting groups of people together to be creative, you must tell me, okay? It is not my fault if I don't share it, if you don't tell me. So there's an onus on you to get in touch with me, okay? david.clifford@rushmoor.gov.uk or leader@Rushmoor Borough Council. Google it. If you've got a group that are doing things, that are creating things, poetry, photography, whatever it is, we want to know about it. If you're doing something like that and you're putting energy into it, we want to share it, don't we? And part of the creative arts and everything, a lot of the pleasure is not just the pleasure of creating it, but the pleasure of enjoying it and sharing it. And we certainly want to do that. And that's all I've got to say. But thank you very much for all you creative geniuses out there. We love that you're here in Rushmoor. You really are valued. And thank you very much for all you do.
Right. It's not often you get the leader of Rushmoor Borough Council coming down to talk to us, you know, and I think that's quite a mark that the leader of a borough council takes an interest and cares, and we should be really proud of Rushmoor and really proud of the support. We get amazing support from Rushmoor Borough Council, and David supports us all the time. So this is important, and it's important that you go away and you tell your friends that this is a place of creativity. What I'd like to do now is welcome to the stage Mr. Simon Jutton, who is from the Arts Council. He's come all the way from Bristol to be with us, and he's got a few hot tips. In fact, he's probably strayed around the country a little bit this week, but it's amazing of him to come this close to Christmas, and he can tell you a bit more about the Arts Council and about ways that you can get involved. Simon Jutton.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here. I just want to comment on a couple of things there. First of all, it is great to have the leader of a local authority here. It's increasingly rare for any local authority to be interested in art and culture, and so it's great that you are. The other thing I wanted to say was that sense, something that Dom said about actually about art and how difficult it is to make a living out of art. Actually, the creative industries in this country is the fastest growing sector in terms of the economy. Actually, if you're thinking about a career choice, I would really recommend going for creative subjects, studying the art, looking at creativity. And as Dom said to me earlier, almost every element of our lives involves some sort of element of design. We need creative people, so it's a good thing to do. But I'm here really because, as has already been said, Rushmoor is in the unfortunate position of being somewhere where you're not applying for funding, basically. So in across the whole of the southwest, so from Hampshire down to Cornwall, up to Gloucestershire, Rushmoor has the lowest rate of success in terms to applying for us for funding, and the reason for that is nobody applies. So we're not getting the application. There are a few applications, but hardly any. Yeah. It's successful. You're right. So I'm here to introduce myself to say, come to the Arts Council, talk to us, tell us about what you're doing. Importantly, we've just agreed today that we're going to come back with some colleagues in the spring and hold a session where we tell you about the funding that's available. We've got an open funding scheme called Project Grants. You can apply for between £1,000 and £100,000. You can apply any time. You do need some match funding. You can apply for all the different art forms. You can apply for anything you want to do. It's got to benefit the public in some way. We're going to come back and tell you about that and also give you advice on any sort of ideas you've got. So a lot of people are possibly ruling themselves out, not thinking they can apply for funding, but you can come to us. So if you're interested and would like to know more, if you would like some money, is sort of what I'm saying. Whilst I can't guarantee it, we can give you the chance of making the best possible application. They'll love me for this, let the people on the desk know, give them your name, email address, they might have it already, and then we will contact you to let you know when that's going to happen. And I can tell you more about that. And I'm going to be around here for an hour or so. So if anybody wants to talk to me, you've got an idea of a project, come and have a chat. Thank you.
Right, so for anyone who missed the start,
Your real job tonight is to meet people you don't already know. So go and talk to other people. Pick someone who's on the other side of the room, go and talk to them. Don't stay with the person that you know, or if you do stay with the person you know, go and find 2 other people that you don't know yet. We've got an amazing band called the Keep Cats that we've adopted. Fan. The Keep Cats will be on stage around about 9ish, 9:15ish, that sort of thing. It's the arts. We don't have to be exact, do we? Don't have to be exact. What would be great is if you can stick something on Facebook. If you've met someone interesting, try and share what they're doing. Stick something on Twitter saying, "Oh, this is great." If someone's into poetry, try and understand a bit about their poetry and say, "Oh, I didn't know poetry was that interesting," or whatever it is. But just get interacting, have a drink, enjoy yourselves, and happy Christmas. Hang on, before you go, come back. Photo.
Massive selfie.
Wait, cheers.